Welcome back, everyone. It is January 22nd, 1942, in another turn of Yamamoto's Folly, our continuing struggle against the Allies. It promises to be another bloody, bloody day at sea, and that starts out with our battle cruiser task force finding the beat-up remnants of its cruiser task force. This could still be very deadly for us. There's a lot of good cruisers here. And already the Yokosuka is taking some hits, but so is the Boise. So he has continued to send cruiser task forces in among my ships here. But I have some reinforcements of my own, namely this battle cruiser task force and some other heavies that are entering the area of operations. Looks like Boise is hit again. It is a night battle, so that's going to favor me a little bit. This is a pretty strong task force that I brought with 3 heavy cruisers, 2 battle cruisers, and then 5 destroyers. Looks like Suzuya takes a big hit there. On fire. I was talking about this on the Discord. Obviously, we suffered some pretty large setbacks in the last few days when it comes to especially the loss of our CVEs. But he has also lost a lot of ships here. I was doing a count, and it was something like 14 DDs, several CAs, several CLs, plus those battle cruisers and some of those flight deck cruisers. So he's taken a lot of damage as well. And I'm not saying that we have an unmitigated victory because of those CVE losses. It's painful, and we're not going to get those CVEs back. But I don't think it's a victory for him either. It's kind of a Pyrrhic victory for both of us. He wins the victory in that he sunk 2/3 of my CVEs. It's kind of a victory for me because I am sinking a lot of his surface ships. Nothing has gone down on either side so far. Though he does have some heavy fires in the Boise, heavy fires on the Graf Willem. And Ushio looks like it's in trouble, unfortunately. I was really hoping that this surface task force would finish off some of these cruisers. It's not looking like it so far. We're not able to score very many good hits so far, but there was just an internal explosion there on the Salamander. And the Graf Willem just got hit hard too. Ushio, though, definitely in trouble. Yeah, not a decisive battle by any means, which is unfortunate. Ushio on fire, heavy damage, though the rest of my ships, some shell hits, but nothing really major. Boise has heavy fires, Fox is on fire, Salamander's on fire, and Graf Willem has heavy fires and heavy damage. Sadly, no torpedo hits, and it doesn't look like my big ships really made a lot of connection there, which is unfortunate. So not the victory we were looking for. Dutch sub up there tries to get in among my forces. Another surface combat here. Just a couple of destroyers that I had patrolling, and they run into this surface task force. And inconclusive there. Look at all this action here. A lot going on. Another Dutch sub. Yeah, another. Not able to make any connections with the subs, though, unfortunately, with these ASW attacks. Another surface task force combat here. Here we have the heavy cruiser Sama running into, again, the remnants of that heavy cruiser force. It looks like this is an escort force, maybe split off with the Graf Willem and the Boise, which were both heavily damaged. And Boise's in trouble there. The Asama is also on fire. It's maybe the end of the Boise. Gosh, Boise's taking some good hits, which is great. I think one thing that these battles do is, over the past few days, illustrate kind of our different philosophies when it comes to task force composition. Obviously, Piratejoe likes very large task forces. That makes them kind of a wrecking ball. They're very resilient. They don't go through all their ammo in engagement. But they also don't get as many intercepts and chances at combat, whereas I like to have, there goes the Boise, there goes the Boise. Whereas I like to, and there goes the Salamander. And the Graf Willem is down as well. So that's 3 cruisers down. I like to have these smaller task forces, which sometimes having smaller task forces is a disadvantage, but I have more options with those smaller task forces. I can be in more places at once, and it helps in situations like this. So 2 hits on the Asama, but the Boise goes down, Graf Willem and the Salamander goes down, and all 3 of those destroyers have heavy damage. That's good. The K-13 takes a hit from, it looks like, our invasion task force, which is headed back to Camera Bay after dropping its troops at Tobali. Another combat here. Looks like some kind of a mixed destroyer group. The Guepard is an excellent French destroyer, but there's also some less capable ones there as well. Runs into this light cruiser task force that we had patrolling. First damage goes to us as the Guepard is now on fire. John Edwards is on fire as well, but we have fires on the light cruiser Oi. So inconclusive battle there. Just 3 shell hits on them, 1 shell hit on us. Run into these darn PT boats with another light cruiser task force. These PT boats have been in among trying to get to our invasion task forces and just kind of causing problems for us. But we don't hit any. They're hard to hit. O-29, unfortunately, puts a torpedo in one of our ships here, an AKL, headed to Lausanne. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. And she sinks. K-13 still causing problems for us there in the North Java Sea. Some Petes on night naval search and some Mavises on night naval search both detected some ships for us. And look at what we have here. BB Maryland. I wonder if there are American carriers here, along with these ships. It'd be strange for American battleship to be operating alone. That's interesting. Wish I had better eyes on this. And we lose an LSD. More ASW attacks here. We lose a CL. That's the CL that was burning yesterday. Unfortunately, it goes down. Daytime attack here. Our light cruiser task force finds these destroyers again. Heavy fires now on the Jupiter. Looks like the fires are out on the Oi, but we do have damage on the Tsunami now. Yeah, another kind of inconclusive battle there. More shell hits on our ships than last time. 3 of his ships are on fire, though. We'll find the Bouvier here, near Truck. More ASW. That looks like it for the naval phase. So a little bit inconclusive, but we do manage to sink some cruisers. And just doing some runway damage here at Bataan. Oh, that sweep did not go well. 3 zeros destroyed, to no gain. Those lightnings just ate us up there. Bombing at Nanshang. Doing some great damage there at Nanshang. Continuing to bomb these bases. As long as they have heavy bombers there, I'll continue to do that. More bombs over Nanshang, doing great damage. Damage at Fukong as well. And of course, our bombing at Rangoon. Lose a Lily to Flak, but they do good damage on his combat squads. Also starting to bomb here at Cyan a little bit, where he's moved back into his defensive position there. So he has a strike, looks like trying to get some of our surface ships here. Lots of torpedo bombers. We have Jakes and Zeros on cap. Looks like we're doing good damage. Still some get through. Luckily, nothing made contact with our surface task force here. That could have been some big hits. But 13 of his torpedo bombers are downed. Lots of Catalinas come into Jolo. I do have some good cap here. And we destroy Catalina. More come in. So many Catalinas. And we destroy another one. Yet again. Wow. Or another one goes down. I have some amphibious forces here, so it is a kind of a juicy target right now. That's surely what they're going after. I'm picking up an air headquarters here at Jolo. I'll take it further south so I can get some torpedo planes in closer range to things. Oh, so this is a good move on his part. He does a little ground bombing on my just landed force here at Tobali, and does some good damage to me. I have no cap above that hex yet, and it costs me. Looks like he's sweeping me at Chiang Mai, and I lose a 0. Mavis's find an AP unloading at Cold Bay, and this AP takes a hit. Again, good damage here at Rangoon. Oh, really small strike here. This really isn't going to do much. Yep, gets fended off pretty easily, and I lose 3 planes. Onto the PM airphase. Now let's find that destroyer group. Managed to avoid the cap, but don't make contact with the destroyer. Go for the port here at Balikpapan. I noticed there is a ship in port, and we put a bomb on the AG Gemma. Or Gemma, I'm not sure which. Catalinas. Man, they're really wanting to sink my ships there. Really aggressive with these Catalinas. I understand it, it's how I use my Catalinas as well. 4 torpedo bombers don't get the hint and are destroyed over my battleship task force here. Mavis has come back. Put another bomb into the Matsonia. And Betty's finding a liner here. Oh, it doesn't look like they're able to make contact. That's sad. That's sad. Those are good. The West Point is a great transport ship. Look at all this stuff he has here. Unfortunately, our sweeps don't go in today first over Port Moresby, and because of that, we do lose a 0 bombing the airfield. Oh, and these Bettys go in unescorted. That's not good. Come on, Bettys. Fly with your escorts. And we lose a couple Bettys there. Here comes a better organized strike. Our Zeros are still taking it on the chin here from this cap, though. Yeah, they get among my bombers. Not good. And they're not going to make any contact whatsoever. Not a good strike. Look at all these destroyed planes. We only take out a demon. Yeah, not the best. My air groups are so beat up right now, I think it's time for me to move these carriers back. I'm just not able to punch through anymore. More Catalinas. And that's it. So another destroyer of mine that was damaged yesterday does sink. I attacked deliberately here at Patan. I do have another division here than I did previously. Hoping that makes a little bit of a difference. Ground combat takes forever. Yes, all these units are bombarding, we know. Excuse me as I take a sip of my coffee there. Looks like my divisions are evaporating here. It doesn't look like this is going well for me. So his divisions are pretty beat up as well. Down to 0 AV on the 11th, 0 AV on the 21st. Still no damage to this regimental combat team. The 4th Marine Regiment is a good unit that he has here. It doesn't seem to be suffering very much, though a little bit, but not as much as my units are suffering. Back to the in-bombardment phase. Yeah, it does not look to be the success that we wanted it to be, that's for sure. So we do reduce the fortifications to 2, though. That is great news. That is great news. It was a 1-2 attack, though, so this is going to be painful. Yeah, 5,000 casualties, 67 destroyed, 262 disabled. Has 63 destroyed, 114 disabled. 76 of my engineers disabled. They always take more losses when they're reducing those forts. Though he does lose a lot of guns and a lot of vehicles, which is good for me. Attack here on this group that's been bombed so much, but we only get a 1-to-1. It's kind of a wash, though he does lose more squads. I have a lot more disabled. So just need to do some more bombing here at Nanchang. I attacked this unit here that kept getting in my way on the road, but he's shuffled off to the side, which is great. Bombard Ambon. Doesn't really do anything either way. Take Tobali. Take Kedapang. And that looks like it for the turn. Alright, I think we've had enough fun here for now. Our invasion forces have landed. Our CVEs, our remaining CVEs, are away. And our CV task force, which is... CVs go. Yeah, they're there. They're still safe, untouched, and so we'll pull everything back now a little bit. It's time for us to recoup, regroup, get some planes repaired before we try anything again. Let's take a look at the Butcher's build today. So that was the CVE that we scuttled, so we knew about that one. The Tojo was burning badly. This LSD we knew about. So we kind of expected, I kind of expected to lose the Tojo, kind of expected to lose the Asago. We do take out the Boise, the Graf Willem, Salamander. I don't know about the Pro T. I wouldn't trust that. And it sounds like the John D. Edwards goes down. When did we lose these motor torpedo boats? That's... yeah, I'm not sure about that. Air is going to be pretty nasty. Yeah, 51, actually 51 to 51, that's more equitable than I thought it would be, and it's because of all those swordfish and wildebeests that were taken out. So always good to destroy some torpedo bombers. Also 8 Catalinas go down, which is good for us. Alright, well, could have been worse, right? Could have been worse. Could have been a lot worse, honestly. So I want to see what he has down here, what these are. So yeah, we do see CVs here. Moving west, so these are the American CVs coming in. It's good to know because I have some Japanese CVs right here. I wonder if these are all the American carriers. If they're all the American carriers, I don't want to engage them right now. This is a task force with light carriers, which means I'll need to pull this back and meet up with my remaining CVs up here before I try to tangle with the entire U.S. carrier force, if that's what this is. Disappointed that we weren't able to land a hit with these submarines on any of those. Still 58 ships in port at Batavia. And he has some big liners here. We saw that CVL there, that's interesting. Saw those big APs at Tagilitap. I'm not sure if they're bringing more troops in or if they're extracting some. He may be trying to Fortress Java this and be bringing more troops in. I've given him the time, right? I haven't taken the Dutch East Indies nearly as fast as I should have. So if he wants to Fortress Java, he is definitely able to. He has has had the time to muster those troops and get them there. So that could be bad for me. In any case, that's what's going on. Hope you enjoyed the turn, and we'll see you in the Discord. Take care.